Diddy revealed that freak-off tapes filmed at Diddy's Atlanta home are being shopped around Hollywood, one of them featuring Justin Bieber and Jaden Smith being used by Will Smith and Diddy at the same time.
The unraveling of a mentor, Justin Bieber's stand amidst Diddy's trial. In the world of celebrity, alliances are often formed and broken, but few have been as public and as poignant as the one between Justin Bieber and Sean Diddy Combs. Once seen as mentor and protege, their relationship has now become a focal point in the ongoing legal battles surrounding Diddy. As the trial progresses, Bieber's actions and statements have shed light on the complexities of their past and the emotional toll of the unfolding events. In the early stages of his career, Justin Bieber found a guiding figure in Diddy. The music mogul took the young Canadian singer under his wing, offering advice, opportunities, and a glimpse into the inner workings of the music industry. Their bond seemed genuine, with Diddy often referring to Bieber as a younger brother. For Bieber, Diddy represented a figure of success and experience, someone who could provide the guidance he needed in the tumultuous world of fame. However, as time passed, the dynamics of their relationship began to shift. Bieber, now an adult, started to see the complexities and challenges that came with being associated with Diddy. The mentor-mentee relationship that once seemed so promising began to feel more like a burden. The catalyst for change came when Diddy faced serious legal allegations. The charges were grave, touching on issues of abuse and misconduct that cast a long shadow over his career and personal life. For Bieber, this was more than just a news story, it was a confrontation with the darker side of the industry he had grown up in. In the midst of the trial, Bieber made a public statement that resonated deeply with his fans and the public alike. He expressed his disgust and disappointment over the allegations, stating that he was deeply disturbed by the accusations against Diddy. This was a stark contrast to the admiration and respect he had once shown his former mentor. Bieber's decision to speak out was not taken lightly. It marked a significant shift in his public persona.
Yeah, so as soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you rock this every time. Right? Yeah, it's gonna be yours. So, okay. It's a little dusty, but you know. Start shining.
Man. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna be driving this next year.
Yeah, when you get 16.
From a young star seeking guidance to an individual standing up for what he believed was right. His words were a reflection of his growth and his desire to distance himself from the negative aspects of his past associations. The fallout from Bieber's statement was immediate and intense. Fans and the media scrutinized his every move, analyzing his words and actions for signs of regret or further revelations. The pressure was immense, and Bieber found himself at the center of a storm he had not anticipated. In private, the emotional toll was even more profound. Bieber confided in close friends and family about the strain the situation was placing on him. He spoke of the difficulty in reconciling the mentor he had once looked up to with the person now facing serious allegations. The dissonance was jarring, and Bieber struggled to find peace amidst the chaos.
What's up, man? You good?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, young brother, everything's good?
Everything's
Selling
great.
out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh?
No,
you ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you tried to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Correct. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
Tell you my number.
Yeah.
His wife, Hailey Bieber, became a pillar of support during this tumultuous time. She stood by him, offering comfort and understanding as he navigated the complexities of his feelings and the public's reaction. Hailey's role as a supportive partner underscored the importance of having a strong personal foundation when facing public scrutiny. The public's response to Bieber's stance was mixed. Some praised him for his courage in speaking out, commending him for taking a stand against wrongdoing, even when it involved someone he had once considered a mentor. Others, however, questioned his motivations, suggesting that his actions were more about self-preservation than genuine concern. Despite the mixed reactions, Bieber remained steadfast in his position. He continued to express his discomfort with the situation and his desire to move forward in a positive direction. His focus shifted to his music, his family, and his personal growth, areas where he felt he could make a meaningful impact. As the trial continues, the relationship between Bieber and Diddy remains a topic of public interest. The complexities of their past interactions serve as a reminder of the challenges faced by those in the public eye. For Bieber, the experience has been a journey of self-discovery and growth, one that has reshaped his understanding of mentorship, loyalty, and personal integrity. Looking ahead, Bieber is focused on building a future that aligns with his values and aspirations. He remains committed to his music career, using his platform to inspire and connect with his audience. His journey serves as a testament to the importance of standing up for one's beliefs, even when it means challenging those who once held positions of influence. In conclusion, the unfolding events surrounding Diddy and Bieber highlight the complexities of relationships in the entertainment industry. They underscore the importance of personal integrity and the courage to stand up for what is right, even in the face of adversity.
A Lamborghini.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's nice.
I haven't gotten it yet, though.
Yeah, I know. When is that coming, that Lamborghini? We talked about this last
He
time.
had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
Oh, apparently not.
Some things, everything ain't for everybody.
As Bieber continues to navigate this challenging chapter, his actions and words will undoubtedly influence how he is perceived and remembered in the years to come. And now, here we are at the moment where the spotlight isn't just on one man, but on a whole system. Justin Bieber's post wasn't just another celebrity giving their opinion. It was something raw, personal, and emotional. It came from someone who had been there, who had seen things, who had stayed quiet for years because he didn't feel like he had the power to speak. But now, grown up, aware, and clearly still carrying the weight of the past, he finally said what had been eating at him. And that post? It hit Diddy like a wrecking ball. You could see it in his face. This wasn't just about a lawsuit anymore. This wasn't just Cassie telling her truth. This was about losing control, losing the image, the loyalty, and the silence that had protected him for so long. It was all crumbling, and it happened in real time, in front of the world, in a courtroom meant to hide everything behind legal words and paperwork. But emotion doesn't play by the rules, and that moment, Diddy's outburst, the shattered glass, the yelling, it exposed just how close everything was to the edge. And honestly, it says a lot. It says a lot about how power works behind closed doors. About how silence is bought and expected.
It's hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn.
And he knows better than be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
What's about how young artists are pulled into worlds they're not ready for. And when someone like Justin Bieber, arguably one of the most famous people on the planet, admits he was scared, that he saw things he couldn't explain but knew felt wrong. It makes you wonder how many others stayed quiet too. The ripple effect of all this is already being felt. More people are speaking up. Not just celebrities, but insiders, former employees, even fans who noticed things that didn't sit right years ago but didn't have the courage or context to say something. Now they're connecting the dots. And this time, people are actually listening. Because what's happening in that courtroom is just a piece of the puzzle. What's really being exposed is a culture, one that protects powerful men, silences victims, and brushes uncomfortable truths under the rug. But this time, the rug is being pulled back, and the dust is everywhere. So, what happens now? That's the question. Will more names come out? Will more stories be told? Will other artists, ones who were young and vulnerable, finally feel safe enough to speak? Or will the industry try to patch things up and move on like nothing happened? Honestly, that depends on us. We, as viewers, as fans, as people paying attention, have the power to keep the conversation going. To support those who speak out. To hold the industry accountable. and to demand better not just for the stars we admire but for the countless people behind the scenes who don't have fame to protect them. Because when people like Justin finally stop protecting the silence and start protecting the truth, that's when real change begins. So, if this video made you think, made you feel something, drop a comment. Share your thoughts. Tell us what you believe needs to change. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss what's coming next. This story is far from over. But one thing's clear, the silence is broken. And now the world is watching. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, stay aware, stay loud, and stay unafraid to speak the truth. So, what happens now? That's the question. Will more names come out? Will more stories be told? Will other artists, ones who were young and vulnerable, finally feel safe enough to speak? Or will the industry try to patch things up and move on like nothing happened? Honestly, that depends on us. We, as viewers, as fans, as people paying attention, have the power to keep the conversation going. To support those who speak out. To hold the industry accountable. And to demand better not just for the stars we admire but for the countless people behind the scenes who don't have fame to protect them. Because when people like Justin finally stop protecting the silence and start protecting the truth, that's when real change begins. So, if this video made you think, made you feel something, drop a comment. Share your thoughts. Tell us what you believe needs to change. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss what's coming next. This story is far from over. But one thing's clear, the silence is broken. And now the world is watching. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, stay aware, stay loud, and stay unafraid to speak the truth.